this video, we're talking about safety in manual laser welding operations. And first of all, what does laser mean? Laser is an acronym that stands for light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation.
Laser technology is rapidly developing in the field of welding applications. In particular, the manual technique stands as a valid alternative to more traditional processes like TIG and MIG-MAG. To date, manual laser welders allow for operation on various types of materials, thicknesses ranging from a few tenths to 6 millimeters. Before using a laser for welding, it's important to be aware of the risks and dangers associated with the technology, comply with the relevant regulations, and take all necessary precautions to ensure the safety of the operators. The regulations require the employer to appoint a laser safety officer who will be responsible for the risk assessment and the prevention and protection measures.
So here's a brief analysis of some risks associated with manual laser welding and the related prevention measures.
Direct, flected, and diffused exposure to artificial optical radiation can cause damage to the eyes and skin. Laser radiation can vary in danger, depending on the wavelength and power of the laser. Unlike electric arc welding, which emits in the ultraviolet range, laser emissions are in the infrared range, and their rays can penetrate the eye, causing irreversible damage and resulting in permanent blindness.
So let's remember that the radiation is invisible and can propagate for hundreds of meters without obstacles.
Lasers are classified into classes that indicate their level of risk, from class 1, which is low risk, to class 4, which is high risk. The main parameters that determine the risk class are the wavelength of the generated beam and the power of the laser source. Welding lasers are class 4 and require the highest level of protection.
In the presence of a class 4 laser, it's crucial to carefully assess the risk of operator exposure to direct contact with the laser beam, and the operator will be equipped with personal protective equipment, PPE, suitable for the output power and the wavelength range of the beam. This information is always indicated on the safety labels placed on the laser generator, and all PPE must also be suitable for any secondary radiation.
The work area must be restricted and access controlled, protected with safety interlocks on the doors, and any barriers, screens, or certified safety curtains. Warning signs guarding a laser source in use must be placed outside the controlled area at each entrance. Access will only be allowed and indicated for those who have been properly trained in the use of the laser, and they must always position themselves behind the operator.
During the process, the energy of the laser vaporizes both the base material and any filler material, creating potentially harmful metal vapors, fine particles, and fumes.
These emissions, recognized as carcinogenic, can cause a range of health issues, including respiratory diseases, heavy metal poisoning, and skin and eye irritations. To mitigate these risks, suitable extraction and ventilation systems with high-efficiency filters will need to be implemented, while operators must wear masks or respiratory systems with appropriate filters.
Direct or reflected exposure to the laser beam can cause severe burns, the skin and eyes. The presence of flammable materials near the welding area increases the risk of fires.
Operators will need to be equipped with appropriate PPE, especially specific masks to protect the face from reflecting laser radiation and splashes of material, along with heat-resistant clothing, like gloves, aprons, and long sleeves. To protect the skin from burns, the welding area must be free of flammable materials and chemicals.
Manual laser welding involves the use of electrical equipment under voltage. Accidental contact with live components from damaged cables, electrical overloads, short circuits, and faulty insulation can cause electric shocks to the operator, with potentially serious consequences.
The operator must wear insulating gloves and footwear to reduce the risk of electric shock. Now we will show you the power of a laser, especially when the correct precautions are not taken, and we will test it. All right, we've looked together at the potential risks associated with the improper use of a laser welder.
We rely on you for proper usage, wearing, appropriate PPE, and proper training.